Becky.
And I'm Lindsay, and today we're here to give you a couple of life hacks. Now, there's loads of stuff out there about life hacks and try this, it'll make life easier. We're not talking about making life easier, we're just talking about things that we do in the creative world. Every creative person will do, whether they're an artist, a singer, a dancer, a musician, whatever, a producer, a film director, they will go through these things, and it's about transferring these things into everyday life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not going to make life easier, but it's just food for thought.
Yeah,
I think
just changing that mindset a little bit.
Yeah. So Becky, what's your first one?
My first one is there is always a solution, so there's never a problem.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what's thrown at you. Sometimes things aren't just going to work, or things are going to go wrong, or you forget something. There's no point stressing about dealing with that, going, help, what do I do? You just go, okay, I haven't got that, what's the solution?
I mean, from a creative world, it's as simple as you could turn up to a performance and somebody's ill, so they can't do it. The performance has still got to go on, so the solution is we're going to get somebody else in, we're going to adapt that. Oh, that lift won't work anymore, well, that's fine, we'll change it and we'll do this instead. You find the solution, it goes on. The people on the outside never knew the problem in the first place.
Exactly.
And I think that's the key about it as well, isn't it? It's about, you see the problem sometimes, but in the creative world, we are so used to solving those problems so that people don't see it and they don't feel those stresses, because
and we have to do it in the moment. We
totally without thinking about it. And then afterwards, sometimes, a lot of the time, you go, well, that worked out better than we thought. Or it's like, isn't it?
You always have laughs and you always have stories. And some of the stories I think both of us could tell about things that have happened in our lifetimes with performances.
Oh, 100%.
And oh my goodness, we've got some great ones, but yeah.
And even the things that happen, like literally that happen in the middle of the performance, and there is no time to even talk about it. You've just got to do it and then get out of that pickle.
Yeah.
There is always a solution and you can laugh about it afterwards. So I think
a number of times as an MD I've had to vamp because things have gone wrong on stage and you're just making it all up. Yeah. I think I've even turned around and become a gorilla on stage whilst being an MD because we didn't have a gorilla one evening.
Brilliant.
So yeah,
I would love to have seen that. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, panto season, so hey.
Brilliant.
Not at the moment, but back then it was.
Yeah. So that's one. What you might think is a problem, flip it, you've just got to find a solution. Yeah. Rather than focus on the problem.
Exactly.
So, shall I do one?
Go on.
Okay, so my one is about the danger of measuring your success compared to others. So in the creative industry, we take lots of inspiration from others all the time. You might go into an audition and you're next to somebody and you're doing the same routine, or you're singing the same song, or we are studying a particular artist, and then there's an element of you are expected to recreate that in the style of, or to do something similar, and you are often put in a situation where you think, oh, it's not right because it's not the same as that. It's not going to be, because that artist was a right-handed and I'm a lefty, and so it's going to be different due to the nature of how you hold the pen. It's going to be different because you're a different height to the other person, and you know,
just your social background and your takeouts from life and your perspective on things, you're going to have a different interpretation and a different connection to whatever you're doing. So it cannot be the same. I don't think it ever should be the same.
And it shouldn't, no. And I think that's the beauty of the arts. We have to learn to have confidence in our way of doing it, because if you just keep recreating or copying other people, there is no new developments, there is no change, there's no new styles, there's no new genres, there's no breaking boundaries, there's no causing an absolute ruption and being a pirate and kind of doing something different in the world that then becomes a thing in the arts world. It just becomes a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. So it's really hard to do actually, but all creative artists have to go through that journey of them suddenly getting to a point of going, this is me, this is how I do it, and I'm going to grow from this point.
Exactly.
And so it's taking that into life. We see so much around us all the time that's, well, so-and-so can do that. It's about ignoring the noise, pushing through that difficult bit and finding your way to do it. Your way is really cool, and it's the only way that's going to be the best way for you.
Your way is authentic to you, and that means therefore that is the best way for you. Yeah. I'm not going to use the words right or wrong, because they don't exist and they can't exist. We look for what's the best way.
It's the best way and the easiest way for you, because it's easy because it comes naturally. You're not trying to do something that's not you.
No.
So yeah, the lesson from the arts, which is a really powerful one, is learning to have confidence in you. Just as the postman delivered that beautifully at the time.
Brilliant.
I loved it. And so what's the final hack that we do all the time in the arts, Becky, that we should try and do in normal life as well a little bit more?
No's don't mean anything.
Mm.
I'm not talking about this. We had a giggle a minute ago.
She went, my one's no's don't mean anything. I went, well, you nose, no, you need it to breathe. What I mean, like, so yeah, here we go.
No. In the arts, we get told no. Oh, so yeah, we get told no all the time.
Sometimes you don't even get a no, you just get ignored.
Oh yeah,
you don't get anything. It's just
you just don't get what you want.
Yeah,
you audition, you do this, you do that, and you don't hear, or you get no, or you just don't hear, or you don't hear, or you don't hear.
And then when you ask for feedback, well, it was a no, we didn't want you, so there's nothing to say.
And there is nothing else.
There's nothing else.
And they won't give you feedback. It's great.
So how's a no not a no?
Because, well, a no is a no, but a no doesn't have to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't mean that you've been knocked down because you're bad. It just means you weren't the right fit.
And quite often it wasn't right for you either.
Which normally is
Most
the way.
of the time.
Most of the time that's what it is. So no's don't mean anything. What you can do is you can flip it and you can go, okay, what did I learn from that?
Mm-hmm.
And what can I take into the next one? And yeah, that's essentially, yeah, no's aren't a bad thing. No's are normally there to protect you, whether you're or not, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. And equally, sometimes somebody saying a no is also a moment that you have to go, what? And you have to stop and think, and you have to readjust and move. And in that moment, rather than fighting back and keep going, and you actually do stop, readjust, think, switch the sails a little bit,
exactly.
Off you go in a different direction, you end up unpicking it and off you go. Whereas if you go, well, no, I want that, no, I want to keep going,
Yeah.
you hit the no wall, don't you?
Oh,
and it's
completely.
just that negative wall. So yeah, say that again. A no's, what's the phrase? A no's not no.
No, a no isn't a bad thing.
A no isn't a bad thing. That's it.
That's it.
There's a lot of no's, isn't there?
Too many no's.
So yeah, so there are our little 3. Give them a go, see what happens, and share yours. If you've got any cool little hacks that you do in your business world, creative world, something else that you kind of just want to bring into your everyday life, home life, whatever, share them. We're excited to hear about them. Till next time.